Hey guys, it is FreezingGal316 here, and in this video we are going to be talking about my opinions on Copperfox model horses, and if they're worth it or not, which you can probably tell from the title. So, let's start out on one basic subject that I needed to get this video for, and just to forewarn you guys if you want a model horse, I mean Copperfox model horse, specifically, and because they're the only models I've saw to do this. And maybe Breyers also, and maybe Peterstones also do this. I'm not really sure. I've never had any problems with them, though, on chipping or anything like that. But, Copperfox models tend to chip a lot. I'm not saying that every single one of them do, but most of them do. Most of them end up chipping. And, so, I'm just saying that we're spending, like, $50 to $80 to $100 on these models right here, Copperfox models, and then a few months later they just start chipping. If you can see right there, that is chipping. That is what chipping looks like, and that is the start of chipping. And if maybe my camera will focus on it, you can maybe see the mapping that is starting to come around the chip spots where the chipping is. There's mapping that's forming around, so I'm guessing that this is not where the chipping on my model is going to stop. Some also get as bad as the whole head chipping all the way down to the body. And some are maybe even worse. I'm not really sure about that, because I haven't saw any except for really bad, one that was really bad and it came all the way down to its body, and the chipping came down all the way. And I got to talk to the person that actually had that model, but she got it repainted, so he's a new model and everything, guys. But they're also they can just be like this and not really be that bad. But I'm just saying that if we're going to go out and spend like $80 on a model, I would definitely love to see a really nice paint job and not have things happen like this. But it also maybe is not always the cause of Copperfox, the creators and the company, which ended sadly and it no longer makes models sadly. But it can also be the poor paint job, and it can just start cracking because of the bad paint job, or it can be because pressure. If a model falls several times, the paint loosens up and the paint will just fall off. And so it can either be one of those for him, because he does dominoes a lot on the shelves, but even though all these things are wrong with the horse, I definitely think they're worth it, because you're getting what you paid for. You're getting a really nice, lovely model. And I will definitely be buying more sorry guys, I'm about to say Peterstone on accident. I'm definitely going to be buying more Copperfox models, even though mine started chipping. That's okay, because not all of them do, as I already said that. But I just love Copperfox and the models that they use. And I definitely think they are worth it, guys, as I was going to talk about if they're worth it or not. I definitely think they're worth spending, like, $80 on, but I would definitely try to get them cheaper than that, like a really good conditioned one, and cheaper, because if you spend all that money and then you get home and it starts chipping, like mine did, then I would just suggest trying to find a cheaper model that doesn't have flaws, but it's just a really good price. Or maybe even try like juding with the person who owns them right there at that moment, because I judged with him. I ended up getting him for $50. That was over at the Clarion, but he was a second hand. If you can see on his stomach, he's second hand. But I'm just really happy to have him anyways. Oops, I set him down like that hard, but I'm really just glad to have him anyways, because I had been wanting one for a long time, but it's just so sad to see that he's doing that. Because, like, Copperfox had been one of my main holy grails that I had wanted for, like, so long. I think that's whenever the company started coming out. I didn't have the money to take and go and buy it off of their website. And so, I also found out about them during breyerfest 2016, which was my first year at breyerfest. And then the next year, I had been looking through the whole hotel, and then I finally found a room where Copperfox had set up, and they were selling my models. I didn't get one, though. And then in 2018, I finally was able to get one this year. But I just love him so much, even though he has that. It's sad, though. But he was my holy grail, and it's just sad to know that the horses that are our holy grails will start doing this, that are Copperfox. So yeah. And I'm not being rude or saying anything bad about the company. I'm just saying that since we pay so much for the models, they should be in really nice condition, and we should be able not to worry about chipping and all that from the paint. But anyways, so guys, I'm not trying to make anyone, like, I'm not trying to start chaos or anything in the comment sections, but if you guys want to, you can state your opinions about the chipping and opinions about Copperfoxes, and like, yeah, but please no like hateful comments or anything like that. And guys, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye!